Hello, you are about to listen to the pilot episode of PEAKED, a podcast sitcom by Casual Violence. This project is in the early stages of development, and we look forward to bringing you the finished series as soon as we can. In the meantime, we hope you enjoy this little taste of what we've been working on.
I just need some paint stripper in the system, you know.
You've got paint stripper if you want some.
Oh,
yeah.
can I have that as well?
Yeah,
Something
in the
to
tin.
do you do triples for singles here?
Yeah.
I'll have that.
So, Barman tells me you're planning to try and reach the top. You know why they call it Mount Pustule, don't ya? 'Cause that mountain used to be a volcano, but with pus inside, instead of larva. That's right, you heard. Pus. Thick, gloopy yellow pus, like a big pulsating spot on Mother Nature's chin, waiting to be squeezed by good old Father Time. Last time it erupted, back in 72, 38 people died just from being disgusted. My wife among them. Not the only odd thing about Mount Pustule, mind you. It's the weirdest mountain in the world. Even weirder than Space Mountain, and that's hardly a mountain at all. All kinds of peculiar happenings up Pustule. Higher you climb, creepier it gets. Like working for Google. Found that out the hard way. I've heard there's an horrifying beast up that mountain what's the bastard love child of a centaur and a minotaur, with the top half of a man and the bottom half of a man. And there's an abandoned hotel up there full of ghosts, I'm told. But these ghosts are made from human flesh. And apparently there's a shape-shifting monster roaming round up there, but it's forgotten its original shape. So it's walking around wearing a coat and shoes, pretending to be, you guessed it, an octopus. So why's a puny thing like you want to summit a mountain like this? Let me guess. You don't feel like you've achieved enough with your life so far. Well, achieve something else. Why can't you just have a baby and pretend that counts as an achievement like a normal person? Don't you know what happened to Gladys Baxter? Of course you don't. Look at you. Still young. Wet behind the ears. Bet you were too busy thinking about how bizarrely soggy your ears are to even do any research. Well, consider this a cautionary tale of the perils of Mount Pustule. Excuse the sputum. Yours will be that colour by morning if you're staying here, so get used to it. Anyway, Gladys Baxter were just like you. All she had in her life were summit to prove. See what I did there? Summit to prove. You're no fun.
Gladys Baxter, is that you? Bring it in. I haven't seen you for a decade.
It wouldn't have been much of a reunion if you had, would it, Callum?
Oh, well, the rest of us have kept in touch. Oh, look at you. You haven't aged a day. It's as though you've done literally nothing for the last 10 years.
Well, you've put on weight. A lot of weight, actually, so let's not.
Oh, thank you. I'm training up for the British Sumo Championships. When you've won the gold 5 years running, you don't want to give up those sponsorship deals. Come in, everyone's over here.
So I actually finished my third novel while I was giving birth to my second child. I mean, I usually dictate my novels to my PA while I'm decathloning, so it made a nice change to write this one off my feet.
Must have been a bit weird for whoever was delivering the baby.
Why would it have been weird for me? Oh, Gladys, hello. Mwah, 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 mwah. What have you been doing with yourself?
Oh, I work in town planning. I'm actually head of cul-de-sac design for...
Cul-de-sac design? Sounds like a dead-end job to me.
Yeah, people keep saying that. But actually,
There must be more you've done. Barry was shy about his achievements too. Had to drag it out of him that he won the Nobel Prize.
Oh, only in chemistry. I wanted to win the Peace Prize, but Dave beat me to it.
Sorry.
Oh, I can't stay mad at you, Dave. No one can. That's how you won the Peace Prize.
I mean, guys, you can't all have pulled off world-changing things in the last 10 years.
Of course we can. 10 years is plenty of time. So, have you achieved anything at all? Let's take existing as read.
Okay, well, I started a YouTube channel. I read about this 7-year-old who gets 10 million a year for reviewing toys.
Oh, yes, that's my son who does that. He's so clever.
Of course it is. But apparently it's weird for me to review kids' toys if I'm not a kid, so the comments have been mixed.
Oh, don't worry about it, Gladys. I know everyone bangs on about their successes at class reunions, but trust me, all that really matters is starting a family and buying a house. Not even preventing global warming made me feel as pleased with myself as having children with my wife in the property I own.
Amen to that. In fact, amen to everything, because I managed to prove the existence of God last week. Well, I'm separated and can't afford a house, so want to tell me why God lets bad things happen to good people, Sally? He doesn't. Can we maybe talk about something other than all of your success stories? Just for a bit.
What else is there to talk about?
I don't know, the wine. The wine's surprisingly good.
Oh, thank you. It's from my vineyard, Chateau de Rodney.
Did all of you just come here to show off about how well you've done since graduating? It's pathetic.
Well, what did you expect?
None of you ever exactly struck me as high achievers. I'm pretty sure I remember you taking LSD and eating raw chicken, you catching chlamydia 3 times off the same person. Oh, and you offering me a mayonnaise sandwich when I came round for dinner in first year, Betty. So no offence if I didn't think you'd amount to much.
Oh, I see. So, you came here to show off how well you've done since graduating compared to us. Were you that desperate for an ego boost?
No.
None of us meant to rub anything in anyone's face, Gladys. We just assumed we'd all managed to achieve something significant. If we'd known you've wasted your life...
I haven't wasted my life. It's not over yet. I still have time. Just less time.
Exactly. Just because you haven't been successful yet doesn't mean you never will.
Yes. You think Hitler gave up after the beer hall putsch? No. He changed strategy, regrouped, destabilised democracy, and now everyone knows his name. That could be you. You've even got a little moustache.
Well, you know what? The only reason I haven't wasted my time with trivial bullshit like writing novels and having families and sumo wrestling and world peace is because I've been training. Training to achieve something more significant than anything you lot have ever done.
Oh, really? What are you going to do? Conquer Neptune? Prove the existence of Santa? Climb Mount Pustule?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna be the first person ever in the world to reach the peak of Mount Pustule. And I started training for it yesterday.
Gladys, I know not having achieved anything by 30 must be pretty depressing. I mean, I don't know that because it's never been me or anyone I know, but still, there's no need to kill yourself. At least wait till you're 40.
No, it's not a suicide mission, Rodney. Just because no one's managed to reach the summit and live to tell the tale doesn't mean I won't.
It sort of does, though.
Betty, come on. Right? No one thought Neil Armstrong was going to walk on the moon. Right? No one believed in me when I said I was going to make British sumo wrestling the country's favourite sport. Or you when you said you were going to cure every cancer.
Well, it was only a hobby. I never thought it would take off.
And the only reason none of you believe in Gladys is because of her track record and her personality. Well, maybe all it takes is for someone to believe in her now. So Gladys, I believe in you. You are going to be the first person in history to scale Mount Pustule, and you're going to prove all these people wrong.
Thanks, Callum. But I was kind of getting really good up on spite. Wanting to shove in people's faces is way more motivating than support, so...
So it's more supportive if I don't support you?
Yeah, really does it for me.
Okay, gotcha. She's going to fail everyone.
How dare you? I'll show you. I'll show all of you. See you at the top of Mount Pustule, losers. Oh, wait. I won't. And I'm taking the wine with me.
Glad you like it.
I just like wine.
Gladys's need to be better than everybody else fueled her like burning coal. By which I mean it were toxic and would one day destroy her entire world. So desperate were she to feel like she hadn't yet reached the peak of her life's achievements that the next day she emptied her bank account and dumped her meagre savings into a brutal mountain climb training regime montage.
Hi, I'm a BBC Radio 9 DJ looking to make some extra cash, and welcome to day one of your Couch to 5K podcast app. Now, I used to be just like you, a lazy sack of shit, so I know how hard it is to stop being a lazy sack of shit. But trust me, if you stop being a lazy sack of shit, you'll feel really good about yourself. So let's stop being lazy and work towards just being a sack of shit. Off you go. Welcome to the Sweet Tooth for a Sweet Tooth 3-month nutrition program. Each of you has been paired up with a diabetic, overweight child somewhere in the world. Every time you eat or drink something, no matter what it is, you log it in the app and that child will be forced to consume whatever you've put inside you. Be it alcohol, be it cake, be it a crisp. Your actions have consequences. If your child gets sick or dies, it will be your fault.
My name is Pascal. I shall be your rock climbing instructor. Lesson 1 of 1. Rock climbing is exactly like making love. You need strong fingers, and you must be ready to put them anywhere.
6 months later, Gladys came here, to the foot of Mount Pustule, to this very inn. She strode through that door, swaggering with the misplaced confidence of a drunk aiming piss at a urinal. But it weren't as quiet as usual in here.
Hi, welcome to the Blistering Soul, birthplace of black phlegm disease and home to England's most poison-resistant family of rats. Coincidence? Book a room and find out.
Great slogan.
Thanks. We're legally obliged to tell everyone, but the health inspector never said we can't make 'em a selling point. Anyway, party's just through there, madam. Champagne flutes, beer bassoons and Prosecco bows are on the left as you go in.
What party? I'm not here for that. I want to book a room.
Well, I've never had to say this before, madam, given the disease and the rats. But we're fully booked tonight. No room at the inn. Ooh, spoiler alert for the Bible.
How can you be fully booked?
Apparently, someone's setting off tomorrow to reach the peak of Mount Pustule. Exciting stuff.
But I didn't tell anyone I was...
Gladys? What are you... Oh, okay. Hi. Sorry.
Callum fucking Shea?
Okay, I know it doesn't look great.
What, an English sumo wrestler in a tuxedo? It actually does look great. Oh, your tailor's really good, but bollocks sake!
Well, thank you, but I know you must be furious with me right now, but I know... I just thought that logically, given how you've never achieved anything significant before, no offence.
Which is lucky for you, because right now I really want to achieve your murder.
I had no reason to think you'd actually follow through with the climb. But it was a good idea you had, so why let you waste that on you?
You said you believed in me.
Yeah, well... I tell my nieces and nephews I believe in Santa. Plus, I'm pretty sure you said it's more supportive if I don't support you, so really this is your doing.
So why the big party, Callum? You planning to use your ego to boost you up the mountain?
Oh, God, no. I didn't want any of this shindig. But when I had your idea, I thought, instead of doing it for a selfish reason...
The idea Steve's calling me selfish.
Nothing wrong with being selfish. But I thought I'd personally feel far more motivated by...
Fear. Raw, animalistic fear for your life. The kind of fear that makes you run faster when you're being chased by a maniac with a meat cleaver. The kind of fear that makes you push harder when you're trapped underneath a maniac with a meat cleaver. The kind of fear that makes you think quicker when you've overpowered that maniac, slit his throat, and need to hide his body from the police. When you think you're in a life or death situation, your body releases a shot of concentrated panic that turns you into a Superman. That panic, that anxiety, that pure, unadulterated, unchilderated terror. That is what you feel when you drink Phobia, the world's best-selling energy drink. Be afraid.
Excuse me, Gladys. That's my cue.
To date, we've sold more than 1 trillion liters of Phobia. 1 trillion liters. It helps businessmen meet deadlines, athletes win Olympic medals, doctors find cures for never-before-seen illnesses by causing those illnesses. And tomorrow, our drink will begin its journey to the peak of Mount Pustule, the first drink ever to reach the summit, carried in the sizable belly of this man, 5-year British sumo champ, Callum Chafe. Get up here, Cal.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank Yaxley and his team for not only giving me all the cans of Phobia that I need to reach the summit...
Just one can, because once you've drank some, it never really leaves your body.
Yep. But mainly for kindly providing all the state-of-the-art climbing equipment I'll be using. The voice-controlled jet boots, the cramp-free crampons, the avalanche-preventing gloves.
Avalanche-preventing gloves? Wimp.
But more important than the climb itself is what I'm climbing for. With Phobia sponsorship money behind me, we are just one mountain climb away from funding a permanent cure to black phlegm disease, recently voted the world's most painful illness.
Yes!
Black phlegm disease doesn't just generate the acidic, inky mucus from which it takes its name. It also makes mold grow in your eyes and gives you chronic, lifelong cases of both vomiting and diarrhea, but reverses which ends of your body they come out of. And the worst part is, rather than eventually killing you, it actually makes your body immune to death, causing its sufferers to live with the horrific symptoms forever. It truly is a disease as terrible to go through as it is funny to describe. But Phobia has pledged 1 penny from every can they've ever sold towards crucial cure-funding research.
Provided you reach the top before anyone else, of course, or you and your precious people with an incurable disease across the world will have to keep shitting out of their mouths forever.
Yes. Anyway, thanks everyone.
If Callum thinks he can beat me to the top of the mountain just because he's an Olympic gold medalist with top-of-the-range climbing equipment and a lot to lose if he fails, he's probably right. Oh, bollocks and arse.
Psst. Madam, come here. Did that bloke say he was going to cure black phlegm if he gets to the top of the mountain before you?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not having that. The blister and soul being responsible for black phlegm was bad enough a business as it was. Now they want to take away my USP.
What about the rats?
Oh, wake up. Every pub in the country has poison-resistant rats. They're nothing without the phlegm. How can I help you out?
Well, tell you what, give me a copy of his room key and I'll make sure he doesn't get there before I do. Okay, let's have a gander at this gear then, shall we, Cal? Here we go. Jet boots, gloves, crampons? Holy shit! Grappling hook? A laser ice axe? Immoral compass that points you to the nearest person to take advantage of? A filter that turns your piss into champagne? First aid kit? Second aid kit? Third aid kit? Oh, well, if we replace the bandages with bubblegum tape, fray the rope in the grappling hook, rig these jet boots so only one of them actually jets, well then maybe reprogram these avalanche preventing gloves so they cause one. And then what if I maybe just stab everything with his own laser ice axe? Oh shit!
I'm not sure this is the best way to make sure I'm well rested for the climb.
That's what the phobia's for.
Oh, I see.
Whoa.
I
Whoa, Gladys.
see how it is.
What?
Here's why you got the fancy sponsorship. You shagged your way into
Excuse me. Yaxley and I hadn't even spoken before today.
Yeah.
My people arranged this deal with his people months ago. We just hit it off tonight. That's all.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll just be on my way. Good luck tomorrow. Nice room, by the way.
Is that my gear back?
Legally, that's not your gear bag, it's Phobia's. You will have to give it back whether or not you survive.
Okay, so I didn't think it was fair that you got all the advantages and I didn't, and so I broke in here to...
Steal it? Because I stole your idea.
Yeah, steal it. That was the plan, but now it's not, because you caught me, so bye-bye.
Wait, hold on a sec. I do actually owe you an apology, Gladys, and I know I should have let you have this whole Mount Pustule thing.
Yeah, you should have.
So tell you what, you take all my climbing gear. All of it. It's really high-tech stuff. It'll give you a real advantage. I'll take your gear instead, and then we'll be friends again.
Oh, no. I couldn't. That wouldn't. And we would never.
Whoa, Cal, you can't give it to her. We don't want our brand sullied by this walking scarecrow.
Oh, piss off. Like you're the handsome face of your company. The only way you can get someone's heart racing is by making them drink a can of fucking Phobia.
Yeah, actually, this could be really good for your brand. If you give her all this high-tech gear and I still make it to the top before she does, what got me there? Huh? Not even the best equipment in the world.
It's better than a can of Phobia, Callum, you gorgeous fucking genius. Yes, deal.
No. Wait a second.
Lady, it's all yours. Take it.
That's very kind, but I couldn't. It's Callum's.
No. It's Phobia's, and you're gonna wear it. We'll pay you. Unless there was some other reason you were caught with your hand in the incredibly expensive equipment that doesn't belong to you, Jar.
How expensive are we talking, out of interest?
Put it this way, with the money we spend on that gear, we could have cured black phlegm disease twice over already.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Well, in that case, given how there's no way I'd ever be able to pay for equipment of this caliber, nope, no other reason. I'll wear this completely functioning gear up the mountain. Thank you.
Then it's settled, and there's no longer any need for resentment between us. Bring it in, pal.
Gladys spent the whole night down here in the bar with me, at this very table, desperately trying to fix the equipment she ruined with the resources available. Chewing gum stuck under the seats, soggy beer mats, 3 quid pack of condoms from the machine. I personally donated my strongest hairs from all over my body and the stickiest mold from my eyeballs. And as the sun rose from the horizon like a Pac-Man with lockjaw, Gladys stepped out with her gummed up gear and took her place on the starting line.
Ladies and gents, everything that's ever happened used to be something that's never been done before. Walking on the moon, milking a cow, kissing. These things were completely insane until someone did them first. And this morning, reaching the peak of Mount Pustule will be added to that list. Well, not literally this morning. It'll probably take months. It's gargantuan, but still, it's gonna happen.
Gladys, this kit you bought is actually pretty good. How much did you spend on this stuff?
Oh, not much.
Our athlete Callum will be racing to the top against this lady, Gladys Baxter, whose inevitable death will demonstrate just how challenging Callum's journey is, provide a useful contrast to his skills and talents, and make you all more invested in his success. Think of him as a protagonist, if this helps.
You okay? Look like you haven't slept.
Well, in that ski suit, you look surprisingly good. Why does everything look so good on you?
On your marks.
I'd say, may the best climber win, but I really do think you could nail this. Hashtag Team Gladys.
Oh, I will kill you when you're sleeping, slice you open and keep warm inside your belly if you say one more word.
Get set.
Hey, why don't we do this together, as partners?
Because I don't need help!
Go!
Activate jet boots! I did it! I fixed him! I'm a fucking genius! So long, dickheads! Okay, how do I steer? How do I steer? Help! Crap! Activate left boot! Reactivate left boot!
Stop kicking your legs, Gladys. You're not drowning, just...
Well, so much for the avalanche preventing gloves, hey? At least the snow put out the fire. Man, I know I said her death during the climb was inevitable, but I didn't think it would be that quick. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Cal, give him a round of applause to see him off, ladies and gents.
So there you have it. Gladys Baxter's hubris got her humiliatingly killed before she even took her first step, even after all her training montage. And as for Callum, well, it's been almost a year now with no sign he's ever coming back. So let me ask you, if they couldn't reach the top, what makes you think you can?
Peaked was written and created by James Hamilton and stars Lucy Farrett as Gladys, Alex Wyman as Callum, Luke Boyes as Yaxley, David Arundel as the Old Man Cankle, Beth Eyre as Betty, Greg Cranis as the receptionist, and James Hamilton as Rodney, with additional voices by the cast. This episode could not have been made without the support of our backers on Patreon, especially Kirsty Harrison, Charlotte Corley, Ben Hawkins, Jennifer Boyce, Paul Searle, Jeff Hungerford, and Rory Jones. So thank you so much, everybody. Without your contributions, we could not have made this. So thank you very much indeed. If you enjoyed our episode and fancy becoming one of our backers, you can support us directly for as little as $1 a month by going to patreon.com/casual violence. And in return, you'll get exclusive access to behind-the-scenes content and more, as well as a warm, fuzzy feeling for helping us make independent comedy. And for more sketches and weird stories, you can head to our YouTube channel and watch all our short films at youtube.com/casual violence comedy. This episode was voice directed by James Hamilton and Luke Boyce and was produced by James Hamilton and James Roberts. Additional script material was provided by David Arundel, Luke Boyce, Greg Cranis, James Roberts and Alex Wyman. Post-production and editing was by Headley Knights and James Roberts. The show was recorded at Rusty Quill Studios. Thank you for listening.